Yo, what is up? Another episode 25 of your favorite wrestling podcast. I'm Crunk Chocolate. I'm here with my wrestling show bros, my tag team partners, my trio partners, Greggo, Devin The Dude. How's it going?
We are coming around the corner. I just heard AEW Dynasty finally ended, and we're about to strap up and get ready for Vegas because next week is WrestleMania weekend. So a lot is on deck, my dog.
On the way, another week closer. It's here, dog. It's game time. Let's get to it.
Shall we? I figure it's 2 nights of WrestleMania, so we're gonna need 2 weeks to get caught up and cover what is going on. We obviously don't need to talk about all of the matches because there will still be some will be confirmed, and we will still obviously need to talk about some things. I'm trying to think. Like, okay.
Let me think for you real quick because like something just happened.
Please do. Let's go.
Something happened to cross my mind and past my eyeballs earlier today, and something that's just been kind of just it's been like a nail in my palm. Just
okay, Jesus.
Like you want to just pull it out and be like, dog, like why is this happening? There was a story unconfirmed. It's like apparently, we've been seeing the Street Profits, SmackDown Tag Team Champions doing their thing on there. There's a possibility that they might not be on the main show for Mania. They might have their tag title match next week on the Friday before Mania. And I'm like, now granted, there are two men's tag title between Raw and SmackDown. We just talked about last week with this issue with the black men on PLEs, but you have an opportunity where you have both of your tag team title angles involve black tag teams. You have Raw, they have the New Day. SmackDown, you had the chance with Street Profits. I could understand if you don't want to have both tag belts on the shows, but you could afford to have at least one. You can afford to have at least one. Because some people try to say it's because it's Mania, you got to have every last belt defending them. Like you don't, but at the same time, like given the amount of belts on there, there's no reason why you can't have at least one of the men's tag belts. You just unveiled these new women's mid card belts, the U.S. Intercontinental belts. At least from what I'm seeing, doesn't look like either one of those championships are going to be defended at Mania. You could have at least afforded to have one.
See, and Chelsea Green, yes. Bird Girl, no, thank you. Sit your tail down.
She had her match against Bayley this past Monday. She did her thing there. But yeah, there's still put ample room for Chelsea Green to have her match. I mean, she won. She won.
She won.
You could afford to have at least one of the men's mid-card belts, U.S. or Intercontinental. Looks like they at least have the Intercontinental. You have the Fatal 4-Way, Penta, LeBron, Dom, and Finn. And I don't think they've confirmed the U.S. title match yet. I don't think. I could be wrong. I think you have it up in front of you. But you can afford to have at least half of those mid-card belts defended, so that way they're all represented. And of course, given and you haven't even got to the women's tag team belts. I don't think they're in the angle at all.
No.
with Liv and Raquel. So there's still something as far as especially with the tag team division. I'm like, because for those of y'all that remember back when Triple H was running NXT, he was cooking with tag teams, cooking.
Yeah.
And it seems like since he's taken over the main roster, it's like they don't get anywhere near the same amount of love, and it's kind of frustrating because, again, if you saw that stuff that he was doing back then, it was like he was cooking hard. He like the tag teams, like you couldn't touch their shit, and so like that's been something that's just been on my mind. But yeah, like if nothing else, like because you do have the possibility of where you could have no black male talent at all on the main shows. Between like you have 2 nights, there's no excuse.
See, Swerve was right. Swerve was right.
That part, especially consider what he did on Sunday. But
I know. Yeah,
but yeah, like there's no like it. You have a small excuse on one night, but when you have a show that has 2 nights, absolutely not. Like you got to fix that shit. Like it'd be like that. Like that would almost be worse than Tony Hinchcliffe or whatever his name was on Monday. Because I'm like,
fucking hell.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
Whoever thought it was a good idea to joke about Big E's neck, dog.
Every joke he did, bro. Like the moment he
Fell flat.
like the legit he made a David versus Goliath joke.
Yeah, about
like,
Michael Cole being old. I'm like,
yeah.
And you know what the funny part there is that even though it doesn't feel like it, like Michael Cole has been around for a long ass time, it just doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
But
with the blonde tips.
Oh God, yeah. Like we have seen this dude back when he had blonde tips and he was rail thin, and like he actually got like he's actually a grown man now. But yeah, like that dude, like there's a reason why that dude is having the roast is coming after night 2, because by that point you've already had your drinks, you already had your food. You're like, I'm not worried about this shit. Like, whatever.
Now that I think about it, because he has a show on Netflix. So
yeah,
like, I think Netflix is paying for this. Like, I think this is like a synergy connection type of thing. There's no way this is gonna go well. Like, it's gonna be so fucking lame.
By the time he comes on,
and actually, I guarantee you, it's gonna go so bad. He's then gonna complain about cancel culture. I guarantee you, he's gonna bitch about cancel culture.
Sometimes you just suck. It's just that simple.
And that's it. Like, if you just check social media on all apps, everybody was just like, who is this dude? He fucking sucks. And I wasn't even aware that he was the dude who made the joke at the
Republican convention. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I did not know that that's who that guy was, because I heard the joke back then and I was like, fuck that dude. And then this person was like, oh, he's not fun. The ability of, I don't know what he is, but I'll just say white. The ability of white men to be able to just fail upwards pisses me off. For him to just bomb at the Republican convention, and now he has a Netflix TV show. He's on WWE. He's getting his own roast, and all of the WrestleMania hoopla. Like, bro, I hope after next week we never have to hear from him like ever again. I hope everything goes so badly that they just sweep him under the rug. They
cut out some of his stuff from off the Netflix feed, like in the replays. Like, it's like absolutely not. Like, this shit's stupid. And I have to just say, Triple H, Paul, if I may call you Paul, stop leaning into these bullets, dog. Stop leaning into these bullets, because you want people to believe that you ain't no racist. But then you have these guys on there that be like, okay, now,
lots of racist.
Okay, now, let us help you. Help me help you. So, Trips, my guy. Like, let's be better here, because whoever thought like this was a good idea, like, I get it. Like you said, synergy. That's a really nice corporate speak, and it sometimes works. Right here, no, it doesn't. You'll be better off having Mark Henry do a DJ session for an hour and just let people just vibe out.
Oh, bro, that's hilarious. Oh, okay. Let's get into some actual graps. Yeah, let's actually get into, and I want to start with this in person, the makeup, Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair.
He getting spicy.
Like,
right up.
R.I.P.
Okay.
Charlotte, dog. R.I.P. Charlotte.
yeah. Let's start off with you, Devin. Like, okay, so let's start here. Before everything, it was announced that they were doing it in person. What was the first thing that came to mind when you were like, okay, in-person promo?
Mm-hmm.
It was an opportunity for Tiffany to get a second chance after, the recorded one, and we know how badly that one went. Or not recorded, but they weren't face to face, right?
Yeah.
So it obviously, in the same sense, Charlotte took round one. In a major way, she took a 3-0 lead. If I
Goodness
to
gracious.
hey, I'm riding high right now. I'm riding high in the first. She took a 3-0 lead in the first. So it was definitely an opportunity to bounce back for Tiffany, and you knew she would, right? You knew that the crowd was going to be on her side. You knew that the script was going to be flipped, and by golly, did it flip. And it's crazy to see how bad Charlotte did the second she got flustered by the crowd. Like, the crowd took her completely out of it. Like, she was not even herself anymore. It was literally like that bad. I mean, like,
yeah,
if
she
you're
broke
gonna be
kayfabe. Like, you could tell it was literally
kayfabe.
who she was hurt. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ashley Flair, she was hurt. It was it was bad. So it's interesting to see, like, if you're going to be the heel, you got to learn how to play. And you know who does it well, unfortunately? Logan Paul. He knows how to
he owns
accept
that
that
shit.
he knows how to accept that heat very well. He knows they are going to boo him the entire time, and he rides it. And, like, you got to do, if you're going to be at the top, like what you've been, like, how did you flub this so badly? Like, it was one of those things, like, we just didn't know how bad this was going to get. Like, you've been the champ, you've been the women's face of this for multiple times, yet you flubbed so badly at this. I don't want to say simple, like, please, no, I'm not taking anything away from any of this, but if you're going to be the best, like, you got to be able to talk that talk in front of the crowd, right?
But that's just it. Like, she's supposed to be the best, and, like, I feel like this would be something that the best should be able to handle, especially by now. Yeah,
exactly. This should be something you should be eating up. Like, of course, the whole intention of it was to bring the crowd back on Tiffy's side, which that was the intention of it. But by God, like, it wasn't supposed to go left like that. Like, that was just terrible. Charlotte, like, fight back, shorty. Fight back, sis. Like, I needed you to give something, and that was not it at all. You failed with a capital F.
You know what? Like, back when the women's championship was first reintroduced, back, I think it was WrestleMania 32, I think, when she won that triple threat against Sasha, Mercedes, and Becky Lynch. And the night after Mania, they're having like their victory ceremony, and Charlotte got booed out of the fucking building, and she couldn't get through that promo either. And I saw what happened on Friday. I was like, what really has changed? Because here you have somebody that I do think deep down she wants to be liked. I fully believe that. But at the same time,
I mean, you don't get married as many times as she has if you don't want to be liked.
Yeah, like, and love. Yeah, literally. And like, it's something where, like, it's like Devin said, like, at some point, like, you've been doing this long enough to where you know how to just, it's like water off a duck's back. And because, like, back when she first came back after the Rumble, she was trying to play it off as though, the boos don't bother her, yada yada yada. And But now you're here, and you got somebody that's literally going toe to toe with you, and like you can't handle it. Now, mind you, not only did you have the to go face off against Tiffany Stratton, that Chicago crowd, you would have thought that Charlotte played for the Pistons, because they stayed on her neck mercilessly.
Yeah, they did.
And she tried everything. She was like, "Hold on, guys, hold on," and then they boo more.
Guys,
and,
what
yeah,
do you want
and
me
she
to
would,
say?
And she would try to talk over them, and then they boo louder. She
Yeah.
tried to wait them out. They started chanting. Like it was not great. It was not great. I mean, it was great to watch, but like for
like,
her, I was
mean,
like,
it wasn't great to watch. It was cringe. I felt bad.
and the funny part
Oh, I
there,
did too.
the funny part there is that apparently hardly any of that promo was what was planned on either side. But just the fact that, like, you could definitely tell that once Charlotte got flustered and she started go, like, you could clearly tell that she started
immediately
going
went
off
script. Yeah,
that I
Tiffany
think
was
that,
ready. She was ready.
Yeah, and that's just it.
Tiffany just had to ride the crowd.
Yeah, and we
learned
got to
from
the
the
point
first
where Tiffany started making light of Charlotte's divorces. Now she's going off her third divorce after having split up with Andrade late last year, and
ever since she's returned, he's been gone. Like, you think that's a coincidence?
He's been around, but not really.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
he's just not been in the main light.
Yeah. And
I think
of course,
he was on like Speed or something.
I don't think I have ever seen a moment in my life where somebody said that your man is hitting me up and nobody believed her. Like, nobody. It's like, really?
It felt actually that when she said that, I was like, oh, like you knew she was losing the promo.
Yeah.
But when she said that, it was like, you
stop the fight. Stop the fight. It's over. It's over.
Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel.
So what I will say,
throw in the damn towel.
before we I guess move on, I was listening to some other podcasts, and they're big enough. I'll give them love, even though everybody loves them. Busted Open. I don't know who specifically it was, but he was so pissed off at the fact that Tiffany said the last word and then ran away that he thought that. And I know that's not a thing that you're supposed to do, but one, the games have changed, and two, even when I watched it in real time, I was like, oh, she got the last word. Like she kind of said the thing, and she kind of like, and I get where you can say she ran off, but I didn't read it like that.
I understand what happened there, because basically what was like the way that she got out the ring is basically like how a heel would get out the ring. It's like, okay, and just quickly roll out and everything. And as someone who I think they're trying to portray as a babyface, like that's not something that a babyface would typically do. However, given how off the rails that shit was going to be, I feel like that was more so preservation, because I feel like if it had gone any further, it probably would have ended up in a fight. And she knew that with that last line that she hit, that she's like, yeah, and I'm out.
It's no coming back. It's no coming back. Though.
Yeah, there was nothing else to add on. Like, truly, there was nothing else to add on. It had gotten so off the cuff, and yeah, I was over it. It was ready for it to end. So I like it. It was.
I mean, but you know what though, you know, real life issues often create the best moments when it comes to wrestling. So, hopefully, cooler heads prevail, and they can at least channel that energy into having a damn good match. Because I feel, if nothing else, you have two wrestlers that we know that they're supremely athletic. We know they can go in the ring. Now it's just a matter of when you actually put them together in the ring, will that magic show up? And I'm hoping that it does.
I think it will. I think it will.
Yeah, will Charlotte get her over? Like, because that's all. Because
That's a damn good question.
Because even the conversation with it, like, I can see where Charlotte might be upset too, because they are going all in on the fact that this is the newer, younger version of her. And I could totally see where Charlotte Flair probably thinks, bro, I'm going to be here forever. So why do you have me trying to big up the new version of me when she can't be me? She is not me. She will never be me. So I get it, but it also doesn't help when, she can't handle the crowd and she breaks and tries to get all catty. If you're supposed to be like the greatest and you're not worried about her, then you shouldn't be throwing in that whole "your boys in my DMs" thing. Like it, and even the way that she said it, like it just
it was desperate.
It was very desperate. And not and again, like someone like me, who I technically don't know who's dating who. So when she said it, I was like, wait, she's dating him? Okay. Okay. And so it only hits for people who are so deep into the wrestling lore that they're like, oh, but like, I don't know.
And even then, we were just like, nah.
Right? Do you no, it's not believable. Okay. Going from something that I very much enjoy to something that I wouldn't mind the next two. Let's just get these conversations done and over with. United States champion LA Knight will be taking off Jacob Fatu. I love Jacob Fatu. I enjoy the energy that LA Knight can bring, but I feel like both of them have significantly cooled off over the last month. I don't know how you get people to care about this match. I mean, obviously people will care because LA Knight is Jacob Fatu, but they're gonna have to do a fucking banger of a match, and I legit think they're only gonna get like 10 minutes.
I mean, I think that this is where, because like I think we talked about this last week. Like by now, any other year they would have already had Mania. So now that you have these extra weeks, it's like it's almost like it's like your body clock is used to Mania happening at a certain time of the year, and when you have to wait even longer, it's like, okay, how do we keep this buzz continuing until the week of the 20th? And I feel like they'll be fine, but at the same time, I think we're just at a point where everybody wants to get to it. It's like, well, ain't no more talking no more. Like we got to go ahead and get this done. And I do feel like Jacob has since January, the Saturday Night's Main Event, his trajectory's been just skyrocketing, and I would be shocked if he doesn't win the U.S. belt. I do feel, on the other hand, that LA Knight has cooled down quite a bit, because you talk about where he was last year and his momentum. He's had the U.S. title a couple times. He just got it back from Shinsuke about a month or so ago, but at the same time, it's just you've already done this. So what else is there? And because the world titles kind of seem to have a bit of a stranglehold these days. It's even though things have changed with the world belts, it still feels they're stuck between 3 or 4 guys, and nobody else really gets a chance to really get a solid chance at winning it. And I feel like you have guys like LA Knight, where it's they've been ready. It's just a matter of getting the opportunity. And hopefully, if he drops the belt at Mania, this an opportunity will be presented where quite possibly he gets to change shows and actually go after the world title, assuming Gunther still wins at Mania, because Gunther needs a babyface to beat, and LA Knight needs a world title to chase. So I think that a change of scenery might be useful for Mr. Los Angeles Knight.
Wait, did you just say Jey Uso's gonna lose?
Look, I won't
Like,
be
we
shocked.
don't need to say there. Like, you can just quickly say yes, and then we'll go to
I
it
won't be
after
shocked.
this.
I won't be shocked.
Oh, okay.
I'll say this. I can see him winning, but I don't see him keeping the belt long.
That's fair.
And I can see that too.
Yeah,
Like you definitely want the moment of him winning, but I don't think that title run's going to be.
Trips doesn't believe in him, dog. He don't believe in him.
Yeah.
Okay, Devin. What about you on this LA Knight Jacob Fatu situation?
So, and I guess, am I missing what happened with Braun Strowman and all this? Like,
He lost. He got taken out. He lost to Fatu.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he took him out. He did take him out. That's right. I forgot.
Again.
Yeah, indeed. So no, I get it. I do gotta agree with Greggo on this. Like Jacob Fatu, his potential is through the roof, right? Like he can only go up. I do see what you're saying, right? Like when they introduced him, he was unstoppable. He was a freaking werewolf. He was a freaking monster. Nobody could touch him. And I can see like once he kind of allied with Solo, how it kind of, depressed a little bit, I guess. But no, he's still the man, right? Like he's even, barking back at Solo now, right? So I can absolutely see Jacob winning. I think they've built him up too much to lose. You know what I'm saying?
1,000%.
Especially
you can't lose.
You can't beat Braun. You can't beat Braun twice like that, and then have LA Knight beat you. Just like it just doesn't.
The only way that happens is if Solo again comes out trying to help him, and that's what makes him lose. And then you now have Solo versus Jacob Fatu. But then you're completely burying Solo. Like Solo already hasn't been taken seriously.
Okay.
And so I mean, I know we're diverting.
I'm glad you said
also, this is the fact
you said
that this match, I don't really care about it. Like,
I'm glad
Jacob Fatu is gonna win.
Because I feel like you had the run with Solo last year, taking over the bloodline and everything. And I think that when they finally brought in Jacob Fatu, they realized, oh shit, this is what we wanted out of Solo. Yeah. This is that energy that we want. And some people, everybody flows differently. Everybody's got their own riz, their own vibe, and what works for them. But I feel like I've seen Jacob Fatu a handful of times back when he was still up at MLW. Like the dude's he's a freak. And as everybody has now seen, and I was like there's no way. I knew back then that it's only going to be a matter of time before they realize how good he really is in the ring, and also on the mic. Because I mean, like the dude steals a show damn near every time he cuts a promo.
Every time,
and it's like that's like you can't help but just see him at all times. I mean, like, and of course, the crazy part is that they really haven't even unleashed Tama like that. I'm like, because he can go on the mic too. So
he's nice. Yeah, they sleep because he's been hurt. He's been hurt, so he hasn't really had a chance to kind of get his shine. But he's like that too. You know what? I don't remember if they said it on the show or if I heard somebody say this, but the perfect comparison for Jacob Fatu that they made was he's Clubber Lang. And like it hit me, and I was just like, damn, I like that. That's that right there. I don't remember who said it. I don't remember if they said it on the show.
Hey woman.
My favorite movie of all time. And look, man, it was just like that's perfect. He is Clubber Lang in every sense of the word. And like you just can't bet against him. He is a dog, he's hungry, he's gonna do whatever it takes to win. And yeah, I like LA Knight. Look, I think LA Knight is a common kind of like, and people have said this before. He's like a more modern version of The Rock, right? Like especially in his mannerisms, the way he cuts his promos and everything. I literally hear The Rock when I can hear The Rock doing those exact same promos. Yeah. So I can see why people like him. I like LA Knight. Like you can't not like him, honestly. But I think it is kind of gotten stale for him, just especially with the US
Mhm.
title. It is time to
Mhm.
kind of do something better for him. And yeah, this is a perfect time for Jacob to really, kick down the door in a sense and just like I'm taking it all. So I, I think we all know what's going to happen here. Is it going to be like a showstopper? Is it going to, steal the show? Probably
It
not,
could.
but
It could.
it could. It could. Yeah, there's
It could.
always that
I don't think
chance,
they're
right?
gonna be giving
Never
him
say
leeway.
never.
Yeah.
But
Also, I'm not entirely sold on LA as a worker. Like
oh no, he's good, bro.
No, he's good.
Man.
I do
He's
think
good.
that I do.
He's
I
chill.
think the
He
issue
made
with,
D'Angelo Williams look good, man.
that's actually true. I think the issue with LA Knight, at least from the business side of it, is he got there kind of late. He got at WWE kind of late because he's already in his 40s. So like whatever you get with him, it's only going to be a very short window with him. I think that's even more reason I believe that if there's going to be a time to try to get him a world title run, it's probably got to be within the next year or so. Otherwise,
No,
that
1,000%.
window's
No,
done.
no, or it's over. Well, and also people are gonna care less about him. Like,
Yeah. Oh,
we
absolutely.
just have so many people that they care heavily about now, and
And that's a great
we
problem
have
to have.
more
That's a
wrestlers.
great.
Yes, and we have more wrestlers
Always.
that have. We have the Yeats, and we just have we have fucking Braun, especially once Braun Breaker starts getting hot, and we have people just barking nonstop. Like, and that's what I'm saying. Like L.A. Knight, yeah, and the yes, yeah. Honestly, Yeet fucking killed that shit like big time. Like, because and also L.A. Knight doing too much because even in the last promo that he did, and he's walking and talking, and he was like, and everybody's saying, and he did it, and normally the crowd is locked in with them. They weren't ready for it. They did not.
Yeah.
It didn't time very well, and I don't know if that's the heat of him dropping. I don't know if that's him holding too much to himself. He didn't telegraph it enough. I don't know, but when that happened and the crowd didn't do it, they were just stuck in cheer mode. I definitely was like,
Well, you know what happened, right? You're talking about when he came out to the ring.
Yeah.
You know what happened? His belt came off. It wasn't even like he was trying to lift the belt up he hopped on the turnbuckle. His belt fell off, so he had to catch the belt. So all he could do was this. So he couldn't even L.A. Knight. He couldn't even do it. So the crowd didn't catch that part. So yeah. It's one of one of those small things, but
yeah, like he's one of a few guys that I feel like once we get past Mania, and I'm pretty sure at some point they'll probably announce the draft. I would say that if possible, yeah, I think a show switch would work for him pretty well.
Need it. Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
I agree.
Okay. Well, we definitely went a lot longer on that than I thought we would for something that I don't give a care about. But but who cares how I feel? That's why you have multiple show bros. And speaking of something that I'm not sure if it should be a WrestleMania match, but it's going to be. This is the one that I think could actually be a showstopper, though. Rey Mysterio versus El Grande Americano. What I am terrified about is they make it like a mass for mass match. And
actually, I was kind of thinking about that. Actually, because if y'all saw the show on Monday, of course, they were in Minneapolis, which is Chad Gable's stomping grounds and everything. And of course, he had his tag team match, I believe, and the crowds was going, "That's Chad Gable." No, it's not. And I feel like for what they've been able to get off already with this Grande Americano thing, which is absolutely stupid, by the way. But hey, the stupid things occasionally get over.
Stupid in the best way. It's stupid in the best way. Yeah.
Stupid things occasionally get over from time to time. But I feel like it's something that could easily work for a mass versus mass match. And that's something that or it's obviously given. It's not that they don't have a lot of mass wrestlers, especially now in WWE. It's just that you really haven't had a lot of mass versus mass matches in there. Right. And I feel like this would be an opportunity where you could actually introduce that. Obviously, Ray's been able to
all that.
Ray's been able to hold on to his mask since joining WWE. So, like, well, remember he had a time where he actually didn't have his mask, and then when he re-signed with WWE, he wanted to get his mask, but they said, "Hey, no problem." So he's been able to carry it ever since. I don't
think he can lose his mask, because if he does lose his mask, that's when we realize how old he actually is with the mask on, because he's so small and he can play so fast. Like, we know he's been around forever. We know he's older, but with the mask, we can make believe that he's some like 30-year-old young man. But if he takes that mask off, we're gonna see that he's actually an old dude, and I think that's gonna hurt him big time. So
he was,
but also I don't want El Grande. He's how old?
Like early 50s, I believe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought he was 50.
He's 50 exactly. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were saying early 40s. I was like, there's no way he's early 40s. No, he's 50. No, bro. Yeah. He's because you can even see it under the mask. I mean, luckily, he's he's
starting to get up there. Yeah.
Yeah, like I mean this respectfully. I mean it in the nicest way. Like, it's just he physically has a lot of miles on that body, and I just think honestly we will be able to see it.
Honestly, all this considered, like, it's a marvel that he has lasted this long. Because he had a stretch about 15 years ago. He had a stretch about 15 years ago. Like he had like a bunch of knee injuries and everything, and I thought that he was about to be done. And he's managed to get past all that. He had a couple runs back in Mexico. He had a really dope run. I don't know if y'all remember Lucha Underground. He ended up a little bit, and then he finally made it back to WWE, and he's managed to stay pretty healthy, since coming back. And but I want to say he's the oldest active wrestler on the roster right now. No. I think No, I think it's technically R-Truth, but R-Truth, like, he doesn't work regularly. He doesn't. But yeah, I think that I don't know if they want to do that, but at the same time, I could see it. Like if he wants to do that, it's pretty much his call.
Yeah, no, he's in the Hall of Fame, bro. He's never leaving.
Oh, 1,000%. He's an absolute legend. No, he's a
Well,
he's never losing the mask again.
I don't want him to lose the mask. But also, I don't want El Grande Americano to lose the mask, because I enjoy this whole we know who it is. But I love the whole who is it? And this is one of those things I would much rather him like avoid it, disappear for a little bit, and then pop back up. And that's just kind of like his thing, is he just like shows up for a little bit, does his thing, and then
like the demon Finn Balor.
Oh, I mean the demon is gone.
Is it though? Is it? Is it? I'll say this much, because I feel like I think we talked about this a little bit last week. I feel like if there's a way for Dom and Finn to turn on each other and still be heels, I feel like that'd be the easiest scenario here. Because like I just read an interview that Dom had a couple days ago. Like, he loves being a heel, and I feel like for what he does, it works so well. So it's like I don't see a scenario where either one of them needs to go babyface and just like split up and do your own things.
He helps El Grande Americano win and take his dad's mask. That's how he does it, and that's how he gets his booze back.
That would be wild.
That's how he gets his booze back, because he really isn't being booed like he used to. And you do that, you would have kids crying. Oh man, that's what I mean.
I agree. He's definitely in he's so good of a heel, he's getting cheered now. In a sense,
and you know what? That's one thing I've actually noticed in the past couple of years in WWE is like you'll have stretches where the heels will like, it's like you can't help but just realize how good they are, and they'll have little stretches where they get cheered, but then they figure out a way to like, I'm still a heel, so boo my ass. Because like I remember when Roman had it a couple years ago before Sammy turned on him. Gunther had it a little while back. He managed to get his heat back, and yeah, I think it's just Dom's turn. But yeah, like you just got to figure out a way to like, yeah, you don't want to like me, bitch. You don't want to like me. I'm evil. I'm rotten.
Dirty Dom, baby. Send me back to the penitentiary.
I'm a scoundrel. That's why he needs another term in prison. That's what he needs. Gang member.
He needs to say 24 hours instead of 8 hours. You know,
lock up. Shoot program.
Oh my gosh. Well, and I mean, speaking of, we might as well just go to the Intercontinental Championship. Breaker, Penta, and Dominic. Is this so? The chat is this is a way for Breaker to lose his title, still look dominant, but be able to move up and get upgraded and go for the big boy title. This is a chance for Penta to up his level while not getting the title yet because he still needs to chase a little bit longer. Finn is just never getting a title. That's just something we need to accept. And let's give Dirty Dom that title, baby. Because his fight with Penta, I know he lost. I get that he lost, but that was the most serious. I feel like there's a better word, but that was the most like straight up wrestling I have seen from Dirty Dom, like period. Like he was hitting, like he hit the Mexican Destroyer. Like there were some moves that he was hitting, and I was like, "Whoa, is he about to win?" Like because you don't think Dom is ever gonna win, and there was actual moments where I was like, "Oh shit, is he actually about to beat Penta? This is crazy," and he lost, but still, I think this is the run towards legitimizing Dirty Dom.
A little bit. I do feel like with Dom, like he's like the second youngest wrestler on the roster. Like Austin Theory is the youngest guy on the roster, on the main roster right now, and I feel like there will come a point in time where he's not the kid anymore, and he actually is a little bit like at least a young man at least, and you want to be able to elevate him a little bit and actually kind of like legitimize him as far as just looking at him as this punk kid basically. And I hope that comes soon. I can see that probably happening like within the next year or so. And yeah, I think that this is I think splitting up from the Judgment Day would be a big step in that direction as far as just being your own man. So yeah, I think that that's something that I don't know if it happens at Mania, but I do see it coming pretty soon.
I'm very excited about this match. I think this is, outside of course, like the main events. I think this is one of the matches I'm actually looking forward to. I like pretty much everybody in this match. Penta has been absolutely killing it since he's came. Braun Breaker, you gotta like the guy. I mean, goodness gracious, is Carlito still like? Is he alive to this day? Like, I need to know. Braun's great.
That might have been the greatest spear I've ever seen. It's definitely outside the ring, let alone inside the ring. But like the fact that he managed to get that spear off with that amount of speed, that he managed to flip. He didn't even like go straight down. He managed to still spin around. I was like, who is this guy?
It was superb. Like A+, bro. A+.
And shout out to the fan that was in the crowd that caught that angle, because dog, you have a camera. You have a future. You have a great future.
Yeah. There was a fan that caught an angle WWE didn't even have yet. Like it was like, come on, dog, what y'all doing? But no, like everybody in this match is absolutely cooking right now. You feel the tension between Finn and Dom. Yeah, like you said, something's about to happen with that relatively soon. Especially with them again trying to recruit Penta. Like it's everybody's time, right? I think Braun doesn't win this match. As much as he's going to, right? He's not going to eat the pin. Correct. I think I believe Finn's going to take the pin in all this. But it's like you're excited to see how this storyline is unfolding really great between all of them. I like Penta a lot, and now we have Rey Fenix right behind him. I'm interested to see where that goes. You know, the Lucha Brothers. I'm very interested. Like it's their time right now in WWE, so very excited to see they're about to do a lot of work. In the upcoming years. So yeah, I do think this is kind of like an Eddie Guerrero, Dominic Mysterio kind of steals this match kind of thing. But I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely one of the matches on the card that I'll definitely be seated for. See how it turns out.
And because you'll probably see some type of interference with Judgment Day, I'm going to bet solid money that we're going to see Rey Fenix up in this helping out Penta. So yeah,
I would like to see it. That would be awesome. That would be dope.
See, and I don't want Judgment Day in this because I feel this would be the one time the Judgment Day hopping in and interfering would be positive, that it would help one of them win, because I feel like every single time Judgment Day comes in and tries to help, it leads to one of them losing.
Mm-hmm. But that's why you have Rey come in and help out Penta to kind of even things out, and then he ultimately helps out Penta winning. So it all works out, man.
All you got.
Just when you thought they had the advantage, you say nope, gonna lose once again.
Penta winning, huh? I still feel like it's.
I can see Penta winning. I think it's drawn out. Like if we were to look at it right now, Penta's definitely winning at this moment, but I definitely do see this as a Dominic Mysterio kind of stealing it kind of thing.
Yeah, dark horse. Yeah, and I think that's why it's multi-min. Whenever it's multi-min, I feel like that's where the shenanigans happens. You get that leeway that way.
Shenanigans
with that. Yeah. All right. Cool. Let's go. Okay. Let's go. We've done almost all of the matches that I'm like mad about. So let's throw something fun. Hey, we've talked about it already. The Gunther versus Jey Uso. We're locked in. There's one more promo basically to go with them. Okay. Well, let's
talk about the promo on Monday.
Yep.
Where Jay came in all the way super serious,
all black.
Still had the Yeet glasses on though.
Took them off though. Said, "Hey, you got to see me. You got to see these."
We not eating today. Ain't no heat today.
And honestly, I feel like he probably turned in his best ever promo, and
because
for him, yes, because I think
the Usos cut a good promo.
They do, but at the same time, I think since the Yeet movement has kind of taken over, I feel as though it's kind of became a crutch.
Yeah,
and so like having this opportunity to kind of like get serious, get locked in, and tell Gunther that you better pack your lunch, come and eat that ass up, because like it's one of those things where
excuse me.
Hey yo.
But anybody who listened to Crunk Juice, that whole album, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But no, I feel like it's something that, especially given what happened with Gunther and Jimmy, like, and him telling the story about how his mom got mad at him for not looking out for Jimmy.
Bro was zip tied. Like, what are they supposed to do?
It ain't no excuses when mama comes to the picture. It's like, no, like y'all
so dog.
Like
don't care about none of that.
That's your twin. That's your rib right there. Like it's something where, like, if you right there, you're supposed to go ahead and break them shits and handle business. And it's one of those things where it's basically like, hey, don't come back if you lose. Like this is on you now. And I feel like again, like the last 2 weeks have done so much as far as just, I think, finally giving people reason to want to invest in this match. And
indeed, Absolutely.
And actually, I think finally believe that Jay just might have a chance in winning. Of course, I did say earlier that again, it won't shock me if Gunther wins because I feel like for how they've positioned him since coming on the main roster, and really even since his whole run in WWE, because I think like he's only spent like a few months between NXT and the main roster where he hasn't been a champion. Like it's fucking insane. And so like you have to really catch him slipping somehow to be able to beat him. Of course, we saw last year him losing to Sammy. I have a slightly hard time believing that they would have him losing 2 years in a row. But of course, stranger things have happened. I do feel like, again, the last 2 weeks, I feel like if this doesn't get Jay locked in, I don't know what else will. So it really comes down to him, finding that strength inside and pushing through when Gunther is beating his ass and be like, nah, you ain't getting me this time, dog. Like this is my time. And if they manage to, pull that off, then hey, like again, I could definitely see Jay winning. I just don't see him holding that belt for long because I feel like he's gonna be like, yeah, I won this, and then he like they'll fuck around and just have him lose like after like his first defense on some dumb shit like that.
I can see that. I can legitimately see that.
Oh, if honestly, they just need to let him win, and then just let Gunther take a vacation. Gunther has been great. He's been the champion. Send him away. Like, just let him be embarrassed for the loss and just be like, hey, I need to go away and learn a little bit about myself. So when he comes back, he can just instantly just kick all the ass and get his title back.
So quick related sidebar real quick. Of course, Devin's been talking about the show LFG. There was an episode a couple weeks ago with Gunther. Like, dog, Gunther does not play. He does not play about this shit. He was talking that shit to the Undertaker. It's like, yo, why aren't you gassing this chick up like she ain't good? Like dog, like the fact that he has that much like Gunther don't play. It's like, nah, you need to be.
The Undertaker was like, any other time, I'd be mad as hell, but he had a point.
Yeah, and like you could definitely tell that like he's the type of guy that does not play about this shit and will hold everybody accountable to their shit. Even someone as legendary and as big as The Undertaker. And like that takes a special type of just balls to be able to do that and be able to be and know that he's right. And then Taker was wise enough to realize, hey, he's kind of right. so
indeed.
I've been trying to catch up on LFG. It's like it started off a little slow, but yeah, it's definitely getting good and like it's good stuff. But yeah, like I can see going to take it off, but yeah, I definitely feel like if Jay wins, it ain't gonna be a long. It ain't gonna be a long time. It's a good time.
Oh my gosh. Jay needs to thoroughly beat down.
But I will say this: if Jay somehow loses this whole push is dead.
It's done.
dead.
It's done and over with. And that's what I'm saying. Like Gunther can disappear for 3 months, come back, everyone loses their mind. He goes back to being Gunther. Jay Uso loses and wins it back.
Ain't no more eating.
And let Jay, and that might be best for Jay. Like let him lose those competitors. He can fight some like lower level, top level guys and get his wins to make us feel believable, then beat somebody important. But then Gunther shows up and kicks his butt.
Give me that belt. Give me that shit.
Yeah. But he can't get the title and then lose it at the Raw or SmackDown after. Like
it won't be that fast. It'd be like at the next pay-per-view,
next PLE.
Yeah. It won't be that crazy. Unless they just say like, oh shit, like it's time for LeBron to go ahead and get that belt. But yeah, otherwise no.
Oof. Wolf, I'm
That's Brock Lesnar's music.
Can you imagine the booing that Brock Lesnar would get?
No, so like there probably is one last thing that we probably should get at real quick because it did come out last week that Kevin Owens apparently fucked up his neck. And he won't be able to go at Mania against Randy Orton. It of course with neck issues, like you never know like how long those type of situations might take. Sometimes it might be years, sometimes it might be longer. Of course, you know, we have a Big E situation where you don't know when it might come back. But you know, I will say that given Kevin Owens, like what his last 4 months, like actually no, I'd even go back to when he turned on Cody back at Bad Blood. Like this was a really cool run. I will say that, like you know,
Indeed.
Stealing the Winged Eagle belt, which that's an oxymoron name, by the way, but nonetheless, like this run's actually been really cool. I'm actually disappointed it didn't end up with at least a short title run because I feel like
I think he was building. I think he was legitimately building. I think maybe one or two more like runs with whoever rivalries that he was going to be doing with someone, and that would have led to a title run. I think he was.
I think he should have beat Cody at Saturday Night's Main Event, and this
I'm
and
with
lost
you,
it,
but
lost
you
it back
know,
in the Rumble.
you know that's not happening. You know, the only way he's losing that is to somebody who is an even bigger company guy, and that's John.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! But no, like I it's a shame, but at the same time, like he definitely gave some really great work, and hopefully he comes back healthy and you know able
Hill's
to
my guy. I don't care what he does. I'm always having his back.
And yeah, like it's just wild that because apparently, like he said, like he messed up his neck like 4 months ago. Of course, that means that he had the match at Saturday Night's Main Event, the match at the Rumble, the match at Elimination Chamber, all on a messed up neck. I'm like, dude, you are out of your damn mind.
Indeed. Yeah.
But that's what the business does to you sometimes. Like sometimes you have to be stopped from yourself because especially with a guy with a twisted mind like Kevin Owens, you end up still doing some crazy shit anyway. But yeah, hopefully he comes back you know, well and able to go because yeah, there's still so many guys on the table right now that I still need him to have feuds with. Like my personal dream feud is still him against Punk, and I'm like, I need that in my life before I go. So yeah. Come heal up, come back soon, and yeah, we'll be waiting for you, man.
1,000%, man. Yeah, that hurts my heart. He's 40, so that's the thing that's kind of like scary because
yeah,
you know he's gonna be gone for at least a year because that's probably how long it's gonna take for the surgery
probably
and
at least,
to repair. And then I assume the second is him. And his whole thing is predecessed on him not being like uber in shape and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I don't know. Does he then completely change his moniker and comes back in a like obviously not WWE fit, but fit for a Kevin Owens type of vibes to protect the neck? He just needs to do whatever he needs to do to
protect your neck, B.
Hey man. Yay, man. Okay, this will be the last topic before we get out of here. Do we talk about the ladies or do we do Roman Reigns, CM Punk?
Save all that for next week. I need to holler at y'all real quick.
Oh, some AEW?
Yes, because Dynasty happened. I heard it just ended last night finally. And yeah, there's some things that I feel like I hate to say that I told you so, but I also feel like there was shit that happened that night on Sunday that I'm like, you've been around for 5.5 years now.
Oh, hold on.
What's up?
Do you remember when Kevin Owens was walking in before he made the announcement? They were showing Kevin Owens and he needed to do an announcement. He was wearing Bret Hart gear.
Yeah.
And then, like, it just hit me. And I was, well, I know he's done it, but like also Bret Hart, like what was his like situation and why is he out?
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Like that just hit me, and I was like, oh,
There's always the little things I have.
and then he's always so good at those.
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Go back to AEW.
But yeah, I'm just gonna give you a quick scenario right here, right? Let's say we have a 9-time world champion, possibly January 6th participator in a match with Bandito. Let's just say, and you interfere. Well, you hit Bandito with the bat. The referee obviously missed it. Now, mind you, not only do you have the ref in the ring, you just happen to have a ref outside the ring, and neither one of them see this. Neither one. And you win the match, and then Bandito's mama says, "There's a bat right there. There's a bat right there," and they see the bat. Obviously, still neither referee saw what happened, and they somehow restart the match, and Bandito wins the ROH championship. Mind you, later on that same night, you have your world title match between Jon Moxley and Swerve. And to my knowledge, I don't believe that match was a no DQ, false count anywhere type of situation. So you have, I think you had approximately 7 guys interfere in that match, not to mention the returning Young Bucks at the end. Not one DQ whatsoever. And with that, you have Jon Moxley retaining the world title. I could really go on this because there was a lot of shit on there where I'm like, you're running over each other doing the exact same shit. I think they had about 3 straight matches where they had referees get knocked out. And I'm like, dog, like why are y'all not talking about this shit as far as like, hey, I'm gonna do this spot. No, I'm gonna do this spot, and then y'all figured the shit out. And it's just one of those things where, like, even for, I think, the most ardent AEW fan, like, I don't know how you defend a lot of this stuff and just be like, and say like, this was a good show. This match was 17 stars and shit. And like, it was one thing when like AEW was like a year old, a couple years old, and everything. Like, you've been doing this for 5.5 years. We're almost at six in a few months, and it's like, at what point do you learn from your mistakes and not repeat them? I understand, sometimes you might have an occasional mistake, but at some point you got to be like, okay, yeah, I know how not to repeat this going forward, and I know that if I have blood here, I might not want to have blood, in the next few matches. I'm like, it's shit like that where I'm like, keep your shit unique. And then also again, I know I've been joking about this as far as the show length. I'm like, the show was in Philly. The 0 hour, the pre-show started, I think, at like 7, I believe. The show didn't end until 12:23. Telling you. And mind you, they still had the scrum afterwards, so they probably didn't even get out of there till about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Dog, like, this can't keep going like this, especially if you're going to have
wrestling.
Especially if you're going to have a shitty ass ending that like they did. Like it was one of those things. I was like, I could not wait to change the channel. I was like, dog, like this cannot be it. And mind you, they might be committed to this Jon Moxley thing. I don't see why, but yeah, there was definitely an opportunity for Swerve, I believe, to win. And then last but not least, we were talking about this Swerve Booker T shit last week, and then after the show, after the match, after Swerve lost, he's still talking to the fans afterwards. And at the end of his shit, he's like, "Fuck Booker T." I don't know why he was talking in the first place, because you lost. Like, I feel like when you lose a main event, you should just roll out and just go out onto the back. But we already said, like, Booker stepped this guy in his face. If you ain't got the energy to say that shit to his face, don't say that shit to a bunch of fans just to get a quick
and
pop.
especially don't say it after you lost, like you said. Don't especially say it after you lost, because like that's all Booker can immediately be like, bro, you lost. Like, what do we do? You seem bitter. Like, honestly, you just seem bitter now. You just seem like angry and upset.
Booker won, dog.
Like, again, I want AEW to succeed. I feel like it's necessary to the business as a whole, but I need them to stop fucking up. I really need that. I need that in the worst way. And there's certain things that go on there. Like, I might not be in the position to say, that it's Tony Khan's fault, but at the same time, the buck has to stop somewhere. And there's way too much shit that happens. So I feel like the wrestlers do because they feel like they can get away with whatever they want, and it fucks up the match. And again, you could say it's the ref's fault. You can say the ref's fault, but at the end of the day, it's Tony. Like, I need him to figure this shit out, or
get a real writing team. Get a real writing team.
Because you might be great at making a match, but as far as just the nuts and bolts, as far as what works creatively and what actually makes sense, it's not working, man. And I just need something to change, because I swear to you, like, I was listening to Busted Open the next day, and like I think I even put it on the YW Blue Sky. I was like, if there was ever a moment when I would just be ready to just go ahead and just let this shit go, it was definitely Sunday night. Like, I was like, this shit is fucking awful, and I stayed up to 12:23 for this shit. And no, we at some point people got to demand better. And I stay, and you know what? Just to double down from last week, I definitely don't believe that HBO Max number now. That's like you multiply that shit. Ain't no way.
I'm sitting here looking at it now. Every match was at least 15 minutes.
Every match
final
doesn't
two
need
matches
that.
alone were 30 minutes. Your final two matches alone were 30 minutes. That's
Every
crazy.
Every match doesn't need to be that fucking long. It doesn't. Sometimes, hey, you just it's 8 minutes and we out. It's okay. It's okay.
Indeed.
Every match can't be Savage versus Steamboat. It can't.
Real talk.
Off my soapbox. Cue the credits. Let's roll.
I didn't see it, and it is what it is. I always have something going on lately. I haven't been able to watch NXT or AEW for quite some time.
You haven't seen Man City in Europe either.
I was like, nope, it's cool. It's cool. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
I know there are certain teams that hey, I don't know how we managed to win today, but we did. I know, I didn't realize that Arsenal and Real Madrid have played each other 3 times all time, and Madrid has not scored once.
They have not. Clean sheet every time, baby.
But that's not a problem for Man City. It's not a problem for Man City.
This is a wrestling podcast. Why are we talking about this?
It's the Shades of Blue Network. So at the end of the day, it always had to circle back to the soccer. And if nothing else, and if nothing else, because it's been a good week for me, go Gators.
Emmy.
Hey,
Emmy.
Yeah, that's fair. And you, yeah, we know that.
Did you guys win today? But did you guys actually win today, though?
Oh, we won. Magic happened, baby. Magic happened.
Did you win?
So, are we giving this like a hypothetical win? Because you guys drew technically, right?
We won. We won.
He says they won. They won.
2-1.
Did you not see the Leon goal in the 95th minute?
minute?
Whoa.
Yes, sir.
I hate to break it to you, my guy.
Did I change the channel in
Did you walked out, you saw that Xerxes header, and you were like, Thank you.
Where have you been?
I did.
Yes, let's talk about football.
We still alive. Fuck it. Roll the credits.
Yes, let's talk about football.
I was so confused. I was
too.
confused.
I was like,
is this a hypothetical win? Like, what happened?
Hold on.
Morale victory.
A left-footed shot from very close range from the bottom left corner. You know what? Still Onana. That's all I got.
It was very Onana. He stopped the ball. And
This wasn't his week. You know what? Go Gators. That's all I got, man.
And you said sell Onana. I thought that's what you were talking about, bro.
No, I was talking about the first goal because that was bad enough as it was. What's his name?
Oh, nah.
Oh, nah. You got to go. Oh, nah. You got to go.
Nah.
Oh
my gosh, this is great.
Yeah.
This was great. Okay, I'm okay. Let's talk about football. We're here now.
Let's talk about club. It's a Final Four. We can go Gators. That's all. We champs. That's all I got.
Oh my gosh! All right,
happy birthday, Bianca Belair. That's all I got.
Yes. Happy birthday, Savio, as well, and happy birthday, Vincent Company. Lots of greats right now. All right.
It hurts, dog.
Devin, let listeners, viewers know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Yes, sir. Yes, please find me on Blue Sky, Devin Pugh, DevinPugh. You can also find me on Instagram _Devin Pugh. Also, I'm on Elon's app. I mean, mostly work stuff. If you want to see what I do for a professional thing, follow me on there _Devin Pugh. Also, FTCUTD.com on Blue Sky, talking all things Arsenal. And yeah, that's where I'm at.
Again, FTCUTD.com on Blue Sky, FTCUTD Pod on Instagram. Check out our IG stories right now. Our boy TK is over in London right now.
Oh, is
he? Yeah, he's making his pilgrimage over to West London for them cheeky blues and stuff. Again, like I talked about last week, if you haven't seen the IGs lately, you know it's too high for my own good. Back here, you know, the Jersey remix is real. I'm gonna just say that right now. Get at us. The smoke is in full effect. No matter what team you got, if you want to do something, you know, funky with Jersey, we can absolutely do that shit. So get at us, ftcug.com/shop. And yeah, I really can't believe we gave up that
shit. I'm totally clipping this moment. Follow the pod YFW podcast.
I swear to you, I did not see that highlight. I swear to God.
I mean, we could tell because we were just like,
I was so lost.
Is he being serious? Like, what?
He was dead.
What is he talking
about? All I saw was replays of Xerxes' goal and nothing else. But that's okay. That's okay. We still in this. Whatever.
Oh my gosh. YFW podcast. We are on Blue Sky. We're technically on Instagram. At Shades of Blue NW, at Shades of Blue NW. If we're on an app, you can find us at Shades of Blue NW. Greggo, say the thing.
I don't even want to say it right now, but yes, this is Greggo, Devin, Crunk, the Crunkster. This is your favorite wrestling podcast. You can't be good. Don't give up a goal. That's all I got.
There we go.